Hey, it's me, Vicki Marie, and I was trying to greet you in the style that you're supposed to greet people on a Burns supper, with some Scottish music as the guests are arriving, the Scottish music. So as you're all coming in, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but yes, I had a little bit of, you wouldn't believe the problems I've had trying to find some tartan. So this is about it. This is all I've managed, unfortunately, from Amazon. And I actually did order a tartan skirt and it hasn't arrived. It's supposed to arrive before 10 o'clock today. It might arrive while I'm in the middle of the the show. But anyway, it hasn't arrived yet. So this is the only tartan that I've got. And of course, the little waistcoat from my son that I showed you. And I've put it on, somebody suggested I put it on a teddy. Well, I haven't got a teddy at the moment, but I am going to buy a special teddy. I've put it on my little pussycat. So I have got some tartan. I hope you're all wearing tartan. Oh, yeah. I don't know why. It just felt more Scottish. Don't know why. My hair. So, yeah, here I am. I've got tartan on, and we're going to have a Burns supper, or as near as we can to a Burns supper without it actually, a virtual. We're going to have a virtual Burns supper. So nobody's wearing tartan, even Scottish people in my chat are not wearing tartan. Anyway, let me just say hello to everybody first. Anyway, if I say hello to everybody, and then I've got some really interesting things to show you. I hope you enjoy it. It's a bit of fun. We need a bit of fun, don't we? So hi, Wesley. Wesley was first. Robin says there's going to be a moose loose about this hoose tonight. And he'll be watching on catch up. Caroline, hi Caroline. It's Australia Day as well as Burns Night. Is that like deliberate, I wonder, or it can't be, can it? Can't be anything to do. Australia's nothing to do with Robert Burns, is it? But oh well, happy Australia Day. Hope you managed to make it. Hi Chumba. Hi Brenda. Brenda's going to watch on catch up as she's going out. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going out, Brenda. Hope you're okay. You're feeling better if you're going out. Hi, Annie. Annie's hoping to be back from boxing. Oh, my God. I've got so many chatters that go to, like, self-defense classes like Kung Fu or MMA or boxing now. But they're all women. Come on, you men. What boxing classes or MMA or Kung Fu classes do you go to? So, yeah, you don't want to argue with my chatters. They're like, David. Hi, David. And all timorous wee beasties. Oh, yeah, the chatterati tonight are timorous wee beasties. Hi, Claire. Claire's done a fantastic sort of doll's house Robert Burns night scenario. Riley's trying to get in the picture as usual. It's fantastic, so I'm looking forward to showing you that as well. Hi Kelly. Oh, Caroline's here. Hi, Nick. Hi, Tina. So Caroline's cleaning the animals, but listening, but working. Oh, you're going to have a long day, Caroline, but it sounds like you're going to have fun. No bagpipes, though. Okay. Where are we going? Going down. It always makes me go dizzy when I scroll down. Hi, Desi. Hi, Susan. Hi, Rio. Hey, DMV. I've got an itchy back. Another big night in. The best nights are the big nights in with Vicki Marie Chat, Susan. Aren't they? It's much better than going out, to be honest. We have more fun. And you don't have to worry about taxis or driving. It doesn't cost you anything. Hi, Sky. We're going to party. We're all ready to party because, you know, it's what day is it? It's Thursday. It feels like it's Friday, but anyone I missed? Nick, Sky. Hi, Sky. Yeah, I hope you've all got your kilts on, you guys. Hi, Jean. Gosh. Whew. I'm getting there. A lot of it is it you all sending hello to each other. Oh, I hope your little one's okay, DMV. Well, you did send a picture. You did send one picture. Well, I might be changing halfway through if the tartan skirt arrives. Hi, Charlie. Yeah, no, I will be addressing my haggis live on TV. Well, on YouTube. Ooh. Rini, oh, I'm glad you're here. Hi. It's another load of hellos. I think I keep thinking I'm near the bottom and then it goes on. No tartan pants, but I have got a tartan. Oh, do you know that tartan skirt will probably arrive tomorrow and it'll be too late. Can't see when I'm ever going to wear a tartan skirt again, but you never know. Charlie, you're not wearing a kilt. You're not doing the Highland fling and tossing the cable like you said you were going to do. Hi, Heather. Happy Burns night. I think I said hello to Kelly, but I'm saying hello again just in case. Hi, Tony Fry. I am quarter Scottish. Quarter. So then that quarter is very important. I'm quarter Irish, quarter Scottish, and half English. Work that one out. So I've got the best of everything. Hi, Ocean. Gosh, there's a lot of you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So Jean doesn't like whiskey, but she's got vodka. Yeah, I'm not a lover of whiskey, but I like it every now and again. Anyway, I'm going to show you the whiskey I've got. David's got his tartan boxers on. You should have sent a photo of them, David. Yeah. Charlie's enjoying a wee dram. I haven't had a whiskey yet. I have got a little vino just for a bit of Dutch courage because I was a bit nervous about tonight because it actually does feel like a bit of a sort of a show. Thank you, Gail, for saying that. I look lovely. Thank you. Hi, Kelly. Heather's got curly hair, so she must be Scottish somewhere along the line. Charlie's half Scottish, quarter Irish, and some French. Oh, and look, Riley's coming up to say hello. Hello, Riley. Hello. Riley wants to say hello. He's going for a clip tomorrow. See how hairy he is? He's going for it. My son always says, oh, he looks better when he's hairy because he looks cuter. But he's really hairy. You need a good clip, don't you, baby? I don't know why he's all soppy tonight. Oh, I know. Do you know what? He's pretending that he's being all affectionate. But it's because I've got haggis in front of me. I've got haggis in front of me on the table and he can smell it. So that's why it's the haggis. It's not because he wants to be affectionate, really. He can just smell the haggis. Oh, Jumba, I don't think that's a compliment. Whatever happened to Baby Jane. But that's okay. I love Bet Davis anyway, so I'll accept that. Right, I think I've said hello to everybody. I think I have. Yeah. Now, so where am I going to start? So, wherever I say I was going to start. Oh, yeah, first of all, I just want to tell you about the search that I had for tartan. So I have got a few videos and things. I took some videos. Let's see. I've got to take that out. Share screen. Let's see if this works. So it's a good time to visit Spain in the winter. It's not going to work. I just know it isn't. Oh, hang on. Yeah, always a good time to visit Spain in the winter, personally. No, it's just a blank screen. Right, first failure. Never mind. The summer. Never mind, I'll do that in a bit. I think what I'll start with is showing you the pictures that you've sent me. That'd be better. Just know, I just feel like everything's going to go wrong today. It's not, though. It's not. Don't think it's going to go wrong. It's not. Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to look at. Window. Yay, that's working. Okay, so first of all, we've got Edinburgh Castle. So I've been to Edinburgh Castle. It's very beautiful, you know, as castles are. I love castles, anything like that. So here's the first Scottish thing that people have sent me. Edinburgh Castle. I think this was Loch Ness. Yeah, Loch Ness. Beautiful place. I haven't been there. I'd like to go there. I think this is Loch Lomond. I have been there. I've walked around, well, not all the way around Loch Lomond, but I've walked around Loch Lomond again. You can just see it. I think Scotland is a very beautiful place. Oh, this was, somebody sent this, just, there must have been a name of a dog or something. I did block out the address and whatever just in case. A whiskey, sent some whiskey. And can anybody guess what this is? This took me ages to work out. Not only me and my son, I was saying, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? Took us ages to work out what it was. Can anyone work out what it was? Can you see this? I think you can see this okay, can you? Can you see this? Does anybody know what this is apart from the person who sent it? Anyway, it took us ages to work it out that it is actually Daisy's got no clue. Yay, Susan got it. It's bagpipes. It's bagpipes. Took ages to work that one out. 2 cups, Charlie says. Charlie, that reminds me of the quiz on Christmas Eve when you were passing on nearly everyone. But no, it's bagpipes. But it was clever. Anyway, so it's pipes in a bag, it's bagpipes. And then this was that person's proper... I'm so glad they sent this because I haven't made neeps and tatties. I just didn't have time. And here we've got the neeps, which of course are parsnips, aren't they? The tatties, look how perfectly that's all arranged. The haggis in the middle, the whiskey, and this is it Cullen Stink? Not stink, skank or skunk. I can't remember the name of it, but somebody will remind me. I don't think it's Cullen Skank or Skunk. Anyway, somebody tell me what it is. But I've had that. It's lovely. A nice Scottish soup. So this is your sort of traditional Burns supper meal, if you like. Oh, then somebody sent me this picture of the World's End pub. That's a very famous pub in true crime, isn't it? Because wasn't this where, was it Bible John that supposedly was in this pub? Or so, there was some famous crime that's associated with the World's End pub. This was a picture I put in. This is just a piper and somebody bringing it. As if we were doing a Burns supper, what were, you know, like a proper one, if you like, where we were actually... where we were actually sort of at an event, if you like. The piper would pipe in the haggis. The guy there, he's bringing in the haggis and the piper would pipe it in. Oh, I put these in. So this is David I thought I'd put some famous Scottish people in there. Let me just come back to chat and make sure you're all... Yeah, Cullen Skunk, that's it. Scotch broth, Charlie's saying. Ah, dear me. Funny. You're all okay. So, yeah, David Tennant. So he's a famous Scottish actor. So I thought I'd show a couple of famous Scottish people. Annie Lennox, of course, brilliant singer from the Eurythmics. Sean Connery, famous Scottish actor and a previous James Bond. I think he's the only Scottish James Bond, I think. Oh, now somebody sent me this. It was like, these are, you know, Scottish sort of warriors or soldiers, if you like, from many years ago. And they sent me this and said, oh, God, they do look fearsome. Well, apart from their Rupert trousers. I had a pair of those Rupert trousers when I was a little girl. Those tartan trousers. The thing is, they were my brother's before they were mine because, you know, we were poor and I got my brother's hand-me-down. So I didn't even get, because my sisters were a lot older than me. So they were already sort of grown up by the time I was born. So my brother was 2 years older than me. I got his hand-me-downs, which... there's a picture of us at Lewis's seeing Father Christmas in Manchester. And one year my brother's got these trousers on, and then the following year or a couple of years later, I've got the same trousers on. But yeah, they do look a bit fearsome. Of course, these beards and everything are all back in fashion now, aren't they? So, and then the Barrowland disco. I think this was definitely where Bible John supposedly picked up some of his victims, if you know anything about Bible John, if you know about true crime. So that's the Barrowland Ballroom. Then somebody sent me this, which is Glencoe, which is, I'd love to go to Glencoe. Glencoe, of course, was the site of a very famous, I think this is where the problem started with, wasn't it, between the Scottish and the English? Well, they didn't start there, but it was a big thing because there was a big betrayal. There were English soldiers, I suppose, staying with the clans there in Glencoe, and they'd been staying there for ages, and they were all friendly and everything. And then one morning, under orders from the king, they got up and slaughtered all the Scottish clans. So, you know, I think that's part of the reason why there's this sort of bit of distrust between the Scottish and the English. You know, these things go back years, don't they? And this is what someone sent me of their son with their kilts on. I probably should have covered the child's face. I didn't think to do it. But anyway, nobody knows who they are, but they've got those nice green kilts on. Of course, it wouldn't be anything to do with Scotland if there wasn't a Highland cow, and there's a few Highland cows I was sent. And of course, the McCoos. Now, a few people, well, 2 people sent me the McCoo. This is, obviously is quite a famous work of art. Highland cow. Is Ali McCoo? Why is it called McCoo or Angus McCoo or Ali McCoo? Is that the name of the artist, or is that the name of the drawing? You know, I don't really know, but it's beautiful. Some more Scottish warriors. Sorry, you know what I'm laughing at is the beards and that, because they're so popular now, aren't they? Now, this guy, he was like going against the grain. He was clean shaven, and the others. And I wonder what the hats are made of, and why are they loping over, not standing up straight like bearskins ones do? Oh, you know, and I only found out recently they actually still use real bearskin for the British, for the guards, for the English guards at Buckingham Palace. Isn't that awful? Why do they still use real bearskin? No, I was really upset. It was only last week or something that I heard that. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know what these were made of. And of course, they got their sporrans on. I don't know what sporrans were made of, actually. There's a lot of things I don't know. Oh, look at these guns. Yeah. Yeah, they do look a bit fearsome. You wouldn't want to meet them on a dark night, would you? And then we've got the McCoos again. Highland cow. Oh, so Stephen Brown is the artist. Yeah. Another Highland cow someone sent. The Highland cows were very popular. And this is Rose Leslie. She's a famous Scottish actress. Of course, she was in Game of Thrones, but since then she was in Luther as well, I think, and she's been in lots of things. Scottish flag. More Highland cows. Why are they only in Scotland, I wonder? Oh, and this was a nice picture that someone sent me. This is their actual, you know, their actual family picture from obviously from quite a long time ago, but it was lovely. I mean, the memories. The dad's got his kilt on. I don't know if that's if it was a wedding or something. Normally it'd be a special occasion, wouldn't it, when someone would wear the kilt, or, you know, apart from sort of years ago when people wore them all the time, I suppose. Oh, and this was what someone sent, and this brought back memories. And they sang Shang-a-lang. Well, I can't remember the words, but I loved the Bay City Rollers. My favourite was Eric. He was my favourite. The Bay City Rollers. Me and all my friends, we had all the tartan scarves, and I don't think I had the trousers with the tartan. I mean, it looks bloody ridiculous now, doesn't it, when you look at these things? But it was like, oh, we all wanted to get, you know, to dress like this. And then they've got nothing on under the jacket. They must have been freezing in Scotland. But yeah, the Bay City Rollers, Shang-a-lang. Who was your favourite? If you know, if you're as old as me. And then this, which I did put on a community post, thought it was quite funny. Isn't Scottish scenery wonderful, Doris? Blimey, that's a matter of opinion. No, that's it. What happens when your kilt blows up in the wind? Oh, they're lovely, these Highland cows, aren't they? Scottish flag. Very good actress, Rose Leslie. McCoos, the Highland Guards. Yeah. So these are the pictures that people have sent me, the ones of the actors and actresses, and this one I've put in. Bagpipes. Whiskey and bagpipes, that's what we associate Burns supper with. Yeah, these pictures, for some reason, have come out very small. But anyway, so that's some things that we associate, isn't it, with Scotland. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Hi, Amethyst. So DMV, you had a nice picture of a thistle that you took in Glencoe, but you didn't send it. A bit of Scottish dancing. Yeah, we'll find some Scottish dancing at the end, but I've got all. Hi, Wesley. I've always got to be careful what I put on and make sure it's like that music that I put on earlier. I had to make sure it was copyright free. But I will have a look. Yeah, everyone's saying what they should have sent in now. Ocean should have sent in Jamie Fraser in Outlander. Hi, Deke. Nick says summer's on a Wednesday this year in Scotland. Aye. So some people are agreeing that Eric was their favourite Bay City roller. Others were saying Woody. Charlie, you must be younger than me, because the Bay City rollers were from, a very long time ago. Even I was really young then. So yeah, so it was. Hi, Maria. I didn't know the commandos were formed and trained in Scotland. Oh, thank you, Maria. Maria says I look stunning. She doesn't say I look like Bette Davis from Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Right, I'm just making sure I haven't missed anyone. If I've missed you coming in, because I'm going to go back down to the bottom again. Maggie, hi Maggie, if I haven't said hello to you. It's all right, Chumber, I'll let you off because it's you. It's quite funny, actually. Right, where am I going now? So I've got a list. Just in case I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, so I want to tell you a little, because of course we're celebrating the life of Robert Burns with the Burns Supper. So I want to tell you a little bit about Robbie Burns. And Robbie Burns was a poet, a Scottish poet. He was born on the 25th of January, which is why we celebrate Burns. We celebrate his birthday on Burns Night. And he was born on the 25th of January in 1759. And he died on the 21st of July, 1796. So let me try and work out how old that makes it. Oh, God, he wasn't very old then, was he? So he's 37. Well, I mean, they didn't have a very long life expectancy then. So anyway, he was a poet. He was quite, what's the word? He was quite radical for his day, like for women's rights and things like that. So, he's probably one of the most famous Scottish people ever, isn't he? So apparently the very first Burns Supper was held at Burns Cottage in Ayrshire. So we need to find some photos of him, don't we, to look at while I'm telling you about this. Hang on. Hope you've all got your whiskey ready or some sort of little, because we will be having toasts. Doesn't have to be alcohol that you've got, you know, get just something to do a toast. Now, if you hear drumming outside, I just want to tell you what you might hear now up to Easter is they've started rehearsing for Easter in my little village. So every Easter, the drummers practice from now. God, it's not even the end of January and they've already started. And why they have to practice, I don't know, because it's always the same thing that they do. It's just duh, 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 like this. I could do it. I've heard it that many years since I've been here. So why they have to practice so long, I don't know, but they do. And they've started. So as long as the weather's nice, they will be out there drumming probably every night or every weeknight. Right, let's have a look at Robbie Burns. So here he is, quite handsome. He's a handsome guy. I mean, we've only got the pictures of, you know, don't think we've got a photo. We haven't got a photo of him, have we? Because I don't think photographs were invented then. But, you know, we've got as near as damn it, these little paint. Can you hear the drummers? Listen, by the time they've finished, you'll be able to do it. It's like just so basic and easy. Anyway, so this is Robbie Burns. So we'll have a look at the photos of him while I tell you a bit about his life. If I can talk above the drums. Oh my God, you don't need pipers. You know, we haven't got bloody hell. Can you hear it? Oh my God. So I think they've stopped right outside my house now. The dogs will start barking now. It's great. Shh. It's great living in a Spanish village. Oh, come here, baby. Oh, so Riley's panicking because he doesn't like the noise. Right, there's no point in me trying to. It sounds like the Orange Walk Deep. It's a bit like the Orange Walk, but it's not. It's not. It's for the Easter parades. When the Easter parades, which will be in March, they've got to start practicing already. Trumpets now. They must have known it was Burns now. Anyway, so I think you can hear me again now. So the first Burns supper was held at Burns Cottage in Ayrshire on the 21st of July, 1801. And that was the 5th anniversary of his death. And it's been a regular occurrence ever since. And the Scottish Parliament considers it to be a key cultural heritage event. So I'm surprised, you know, I thought everybody who was Scottish would be at a Burns night, but I think they're quite expensive to go to as well, aren't they? You know, there was one year, the few friends of mine, we were considering like going to, you know, before COVID, this was going to a big event, you know, in a hotel and everything. Oh my God, you could have gone on a cruise for the price of it. So we decided not to go. So apparently they have got more popular sort of virtual Burns suppers like this one because of COVID, I suppose. So really the traditions are piping in the guests. Well, I piped you in, or at least I played some music as you were coming in. And then you're supposed to do a welcoming speech, which I did. I think I did welcome everyone. I hope I did anyway. And then you have to say what the reason for the party is, or for the reason for the celebration, which is what I'm telling you now. And then you'd say the Selkirk Grace. And the Selkirk Grace goes like this. Some high meat and I can't do a Scottish accent, that's the problem I've got here. Some high meat and canna eat, and some wad eat that want it, but we high meat and we can eat, and say the Lord be thanked. So there you go, that's the Selkirk Grace that you're supposed to say before you eat on Burns night. And you normally start with the soup course. So the soup, which would be Cullen's skink, not skunk, skink. Cullen's skink. It's a bit like a Scotch broth, isn't it? I don't know really exactly what it's got in it. But anyway, I have had it once. It was lovely. But I don't remember what it had in it. Or a Scotch broth, or a potato soup, or a cockaliki soup. So that's normally the first thing that you eat before the haggis is piped in. So everyone stands normally as the haggis is piped in. And haggis is a meat dish. However, you can now get vegan alternatives. Now, I've got to say, as I was telling you about the other night, but some on the members live, I couldn't find a vegan haggis. I don't eat meat. So in the end, I managed to find a normal haggis, if you like, a meat haggis. And I thought, oh, well, it'll get eaten. Probably my son will eat it. So I got it and I thought, well, that'll do just for the ceremony, just for the tradition. But, I don't have to eat it. And then when we got it home and my son started reading the ingredients, he was like, ugh, because the ingredients, they're not nice. They would put you off if you read what the ingredients are. So we think probably the dog's going to end up, luckily we've got 3 dogs. So the 3 dogs will probably really enjoy it, but I don't think, I certainly won't be eating it. And I don't think my son will eat it after he read the ingredients, because although he eats meat, he only eats a limited amount of meat, really. He's not a big meat eater. So I don't think the haggis is going to get eaten, but I have got haggis. And the next thing to do is to address the haggis. So that's what I'm going to do. And before I do that, I just want to show you. Hi, Essex Boys Outlaw. So I just want to, Ebo has arrived. He's like, it's like the king arriving, isn't it? So this is the whiskey that I've got. So it is Scottish whiskey, but it's blended Scottish whiskey, so it's not malt, unfortunately. But this is the most popular whiskey in Spain. JB, or as they call it in Spain, Jota B, because J is Jota. Those of you, there's a couple of you out there learning Spanish with me now. J is Jota. Oh, thank you, Essex Boys Outlaw. See, Chumba, Ebo likes my bangs, do they call them? I don't know, my ponytails. Anyway, so Jota B, JB, most popular whiskey in Spain, the most popular Scottish whiskey in Spain. So that's what I've got. So I'm going to pour, I haven't had any yet. I've had a little bit of wine. But I'm going to pour some out because we're going to address the haggis. And I'm going to show you what the tradition is. Whoops. Oh, I feel like Peter Folding now. Okay. So, oops. So I'm going to address the haggis. Let me see. So now in this the page I've got open here, there is an English translation, but I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to read the Scottish the actual address to the haggis. And I just want to show you the haggis, so I've got to make sure you can see it. Here's the haggis. Can you see it? And I've got my, got to sharpen my knives because there's a tradition. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything horrible. Get my knife sharp. So I'm going to, this is the tradition to address the haggis. Oh, I've lost it now. Okay, so please excuse the English accent. Won't sound anything like the Scottish, but never mind. Here we go. Fair fare your honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race. Aboon them, are ye tack your place, painch, tripe, or them. Weel are ye worthy of grace, as langs my arm. The groaning trencher, there ye fill, your hood is like a distant hill, your pin wad help to mend a mill in time of need. Whilst through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. Now I'm going to take off things. I want you to see me do this now. His knife see rustic labour dict and cut you up with ready slicked. So this is when I've got to cut the haggis. So at that point when it says and cut you up with ready slicked, you have to cut the haggis from one side to the other apparently. Anyway, it just doesn't look nice. So I've cut the haggis. You probably didn't see me do that, but I've cut it. Probably didn't see any of that. Oh, thank you, Deek. That's very kind. Thank you. I'm going to have a wee dram in a minute. Thank you so much. So let's have a look. So his knife, see rustic labour dict, and cut you up with ready slicked, trenching your gushing entrails bricked like honey ditch, and then, oh, what a glorious sight, warm reeking rich, then horn for horn they stretch and strive, deal taught the hinds mast on they drive. Is my Scottish accent good? Till are their wheeled, swelled kites velvet are bent like drums, then old goodman mightst like to riv, bethank it hums. Is there that all his French ragouts, or olio that wad start a stow, or fricassee wad make her spew, with perfect scunner, looks down with sneering scornful view on sick a dinner? Poor divil, see him o'er his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank, a good whiplash, his nieve a knit, through bloody flood or field to dash, oh how unfit. It's nearly over. But mark the rustic, is rustic rate here tonight? But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his wally nievy a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and heads will sned like taps or thistle. Thistle. Ye powers what make mankind your care, and dish them out of their bill or fare. Old Scotland wants nice skinking wear that yalps in luggies. But if ye wish her grateful prayer, gie her a haggis. So, cheers. So this is where you're supposed to have a drink of whiskey. Sorry, it's not that I don't like whiskey, but I don't normally have it neat like that. I'm not Peter Falding. I could put a bit of water in it. Gosh. You know, an old Scottish, well, he wasn't an old Scottish boyfriend at the time. He wasn't old. Then he is old now, like me. But he always used to say the only thing you should put in whiskey is more whiskey. So I haven't even put ice in it or anything. Anyway, cheers to the haggis. And cheers to all of you, and thank you so much for being here, seriously. Now, hope you've all had it. Gosh, I can feel that's just gone straight to my head. No wonder poor Peter got drunk when he was being interviewed, because it does sort of go straight to your head a little bit. So that's what you would do normally at Burns night. They would address the haggis, they'd all have a whiskey. I'm sure the Burns night I felt like they set the haggis on fire, but maybe I'm just imagining that. I don't know. I know. Hi, Jim. Well, Jim says, Jim, Jim says he's naked from the waist down. Now behave, Jim. Behave, please behave. Don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. No naughty. I don't want to get thrown off. Yeah, Gira haggis. Gira haggis. I don't want to be thrown off YouTube, so please, no rude. No, don't be rude. Oh, look. So the dog is desperate for the haggis now because I've cut it open. Oh, you want a bit of haggis? Do you want a bit of haggis? Do you, Riley? You want a bit of haggis? Okay, so that's the next thing. That's what we do. We have the tribute to the haggis. Then after that, that's when you would sit down to the meal and you would have your neeps and tatties, which we saw that nice picture that one of the chatters sent to me, didn't of the neeps, tatties, the whiskey, etc. And for dessert, you might have Cranachan. I was going to make some Cranachan because I really like it, but I just ran out of time. Or you might have Tipsy Laird, which is like a whiskey trifle. Oh my God, it does actually quite. Oh God, the dogs are going mad now because I've cut that haggis. All the dogs are like sniffing around me now. It's like, it does actually smell quite nice, even though, you know, it's revolting what it's got in it. It actually smells quite nice. I'm going to have to wrap it up so the dogs can't smell it. And then there's various speeches and toasts. So normally the immortal memory speech is somebody will read out some of Burns's poetry. So of course it's only me, so I'm going to read out a poem, one of my favourite poems from Get Down. Bloody hell, the dogs are going crazy now for this haggis. I might have to move it. I'm going to read out A Red, Red Rose, which is one of my favourite poems by Rabbie Burns. And of course, next month in February, it's Valentine's Day. So, you know, we always do something special every month. Like this month, it's been about the Burns night, building up to the Burns night. I think what I'm going to do next month, it's all going to be about love. February, we're going to do Valentine's, you know, up to Valentine's Day anyway, sending anything to do with love, you know, and that'll be nice and positive, won't it? So I just want to read you this poem. Oh God, the drummers are coming back. God, if it's not Ralmo or Ted Bundy or the dogs barking, there's always something going on as soon as I do a live. So anyway, let me read out this poem. Oh, my love. I think that's how they would pronounce it. I don't know. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. So fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till how am I going to get through all these speeches I've got to do after that whiskey? And I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. So that's a lovely poem. I mean, he wrote lots of poems and short stories, etc. And we're going to listen to a couple of them. But anyway, I just wanted to read that because that's one of my favourites. So the next thing after the immortal memory speech is oh God, the drummers are coming. Oh. Just talk amongst yourselves a minute while we wait for the drummers to go. Have another little wee dram. You couldn't make it all, could you? I think they've just gone to the end of my street, round, and then come back again. Oh, Riley, what's the matter, baby? No, don't try it. Listen, you just want the haggis, I know. Do you see how it's the same beat all the time? It's just do, 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 do. It's like, why do they even have to practice? God, it'd take you 5 minutes and you would know that. Yeah, Tony, at least it's not copyrighted, Tony says. Oh, God, Rio, sometimes you'd like to live here and other times you wouldn't want to live here, believe me. It's like everywhere else, it's got its good things and its bad things. Okay, I think they're going again now, so they'll probably be back, but they're going for the moment. Right. Now, the next thing is a spokesman for the men stands up and addresses the lasses, does a speech to the lasses, and then the lasses make their reply, or a spokeswoman for the lasses makes a reply. So I've had to find the address to the lasses on the internet, like an example one, but the lasses reply, I've used one that I did at the Burns night that we had here at my house a few years ago. So I'm going to read you the first one, the address to the lasses. Right, hang on, let me find it. Okay, are we ready? So this is from a guy. This is on the internet. I don't even know what his name is, to be honest. It was somewhere on the internet, and this is what he says: "My toast to the lasses. Now, a toast that's for the ladies. Lord, wherever will I start?" He said, "That's nothing rude, nothing crude, something from the heart." So I scratched my head and I searched my soul. I wasn't a getting far. It seems that Nellie's harsh restrictions took out half my repertoire. Anyway, oh, the bard, he loved the ladies, and oh, how they loved him. And how they loved him back. Seems a poem's all it took those days to get them in the sack. No wonder he liked writing of the love he hid within, which explains his suave and healthy look and how he kept so trim. If only it was like that now, I'd write for all I'm worth, grabbing every chance I could to nail another verse. And my wife, she would be pleased for me at all my new attention, and I'd be thin from running scared, from too much pain to mention. Now once my business took me roaming to every corner of Great Britain. I catalogued the ladies, just the ones that I was smitten. Well, Welsh girls, they took hours to please, and the Irish take some beating, and the English girls are very nice if your ears can take their bleating. But oh, the Scottish girls are best by far, as steady as a rock. But if by chance your eye should stray, you'll wake without your beep. So I married one with no regrets, best move that I've made yet. And I love her dear with all my heart in a life with no regret. For like the bard I settled down when love could get no hotter, but compared to him and his wondrous works, I'm just a dirty jotter. Oh, sweet ladies, you are dear to us. Where would we be without you? In wrinkled clothes and motley beards in a house of straw and cow poo. Without you we would just exist, watching football in a bar, sitting, drinking, laughing, eating, sleeping in the car. Dear, sweet ladies, we don't kid ourselves. We know you have it beat. Hence why we hold the doors for you and chairs each time you seat. We love to do the chivalrous stuff. It makes us look the strongest. You see, we have to make the most of things. You live the fecking longest. Well, at last it's time for me to stop and give you chance to mingle. And I'll make peace with my dear wife before I'm Facebook status single. Now, gentlemen, I ask you all, please charge and raise your glasses and join me in a bumper toast to the beauty of the lasses. Cheers to the lasses. So there you go. So that would be an example of what they would read out of oh God, let me just see, I might have to put some water in that whiskey. Actually, it's a little bit too whiskey-y. So anyway, so that's the ode to the lasses. Now I'm going to read you the lasses' reply. So what would happen then is the lasses would say, oh, thank you. And that's what I'm saying. So thank you for that ode to the lasses or address to the lasses. And this is the lasses' reply. I don't agree with feminists who say that women are more intelligent than men. I agree with men who always claim that they are more intelligent than women. After all, women are clever enough to marry, men are clever enough to marry women, and women are stupid enough to marry men. Last year, the government did a survey to find out what a man's favourite sexual position was. What do you think it is? What do you think a man's favourite sexual position is? Well, I'll tell you, it's a 68. You do it this time and I'll owe you one. I love the light bulb jokes. How many men does it take to change a light bulb? Only one. He just stands there and waits for the world to revolve around him. How many men does it take to screw in a light bulb? How many men does it take to screw in a light bulb? It takes 3. One to do the screwing and the other 2 to listen to him brag about it. It's always been a mystery to science why it takes 100 sperms to fertilize just 1 egg. Why is that? Well, we know, don't we, ladies? Because women know it's because not one of them will stop to ask directions. I do like to see a very well-dressed man. And it's nice, like we have to imagine we're at a function now. And it's nice to see so many well-dressed men here tonight. What do you instantly know about a well-dressed man? His wife is good at picking out clothes. Now, we know that men are complicated characters. And here are a few things that we could compare them to. 1, food mixers. You know you need one, but you're not really sure why. 2, coffee. The best ones are rich, warm, and keep you up all night. 3, we could say that men are like horoscopes. They always tell you what to do, but they're usually wrong. 4, men are like Chinese food. They satisfy you, but only for a little while. And 5, men are like parking spaces. The good ones are already taken, and the ones that are left are either disabled or extremely small. Now, as you know, I teach Spanish. I'm a Spanish teacher, but I'm thinking of starting some new classes in a special language that only men understand, and very clever women. Manspeak. Learn manspeak. So we all know that when a man says one thing, he actually means something completely different. So when a man says, "Can I help you with the dinner?" what he means is, "Why isn't my dinner ready?" If a man says, "Oh, it would take too long to explain," it means he has absolutely no idea what you're talking about. If a man says, "Of course I was listening to you, it's just that I've got a lot of things on my mind," what he really means is, "That girl over there isn't wearing a bra." If a man says, "That's interesting, dear," what he really means is, "Are you still talking?" If a man says, "I was just thinking about you, so I got you these roses," what he really means is, the girl that was selling them was really pretty, or I did something bad. If a man says, "I can't find it," what he really means is, I can't be bothered looking. If a man says, "You look fabulous," what he really means is, "Please don't try anything else on, let's go, I'm starving." If a man says, "Why don't you take a break from cleaning, dear?" what he really means is, I can't hear the telly above the Hoover. And if a man says, "I'm not lost, I know exactly where we are," what he really means to say is, I haven't got a clue where we are, but I'm definitely not stopping and asking for directions. So, have men changed much since Burns's times? Probably not, but then we have to think about how boring life would be without them. How inferior would we women feel if we didn't have someone to talk down to? No one to complain about, no one to boss around or cuddle up to at night. We need men to clean the car, to put the petrol in, to take the rubbish out and fix the plumbing, all the dirty, unpleasant jobs. We can do them, but we just don't want to. And unless we have our hormones surgically removed, or we were lucky enough to be born with different preferences, there is only a man who can really make you feel like a woman. So, to the lads, cheers. Even with water, it's not very nice, to be honest. Okay, so now I hope I haven't offended anybody. It's supposed to be humorous, so I hope I haven't. No, it wasn't nice. My tartan skirt hasn't arrived. It's now 10 past 10 here in Spain, and it was supposed to arrive before 10. So I'm going to complain. So I've got that to look forward to tomorrow to complain about it. But anyway. So there you go. It's just a bit of fun. So please, please don't be offended. Don't be offended. Oh, dear me. I know, yeah. Slangivar. Slangivar, is it? Is it Slangivar? Scottish? Slangivar. And I feel drunk now already. I feel a bit steaming already. I tell you, I can drink wine, but whiskey, it does tend to make you drunk, doesn't it? Anyway, never mind. Okay, anyway, so it was a bit of fun. So that's what would normally happen. And then after that, after the immortal memory, the address to the lasses, the reply to the ladies, they might read some more poems out, but I've already read a poem out, so I'm not going to read another one out. But, and then at the end, and I'm going to do it right at the end, we would sing Auld Lang Syne. So I'm going to do that at the end. I'm not going to do that now. What I'm going to do now is, let's have a little, I've done that. Sorry, I just have to put some windows down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the doll's house. Let's see. So one of our members, Claire, she did her usual magic and she's made a brilliant sort of Burns night scenario, not only with me in it, but including some of our chatterati, some of my members are in it as well. So that's what we're going to look at now. And this little, when Claire makes these little these little scenarios in the doll's house with me in them, I feel like it's this lovely little parallel universe. It always makes me feel really positive and nice because, my life is not horrible. I'm not saying that, but, I have to clean my house and things like that. So when I see the little doll's house and I can imagine just sort of sitting there with my little glass of wine or whatever, my dogs, and I've got a cat in this as well, and I would love a cat as well. It's just like this little parallel universe that just is so lovely. But anyway, we're going to look at it. Ebo things. I know exactly how Peter felt. You definitely shouldn't go on the whiskey when you're trying to do a serious interview. So thank you. Oh, so Ebo says I've got lovely shoulders. Well, do you know what? Nobody's perfect. I've got nice shoulders. The rest of me is not too clever, but my shoulders are all right. Anyway, okay, so let's have a look at this. Yeah, you can see that I'm getting drunk now. I hope you're all getting drunk along with me. Then I won't feel so stupid. Right, where are we? Now, honest to God, we're going to look at these art. So I'm a little bit speechless again. So here is the haggis in the doll's house. We've got the haggis, the neeps and tatties. We've got a little decanter of whiskey. Got a little bottle opener here next to the glass of wine. Little cat. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Now, here we have got, this is Wolfie and Chumba. And Chumba has put a mirror on the floor here and he's trying to do an upskirt on Wolfie, which is a bit naughty. Yeah, just crazy, but brilliant. Look, so you can see the mirror here. I'm not sure what Wolfie's got in his hand there. It looks like a bag of the devil's lettuce, as some people call it. But anyway, they're having a good time. Just like, look at Wolfie there. I think he's only got this one expression on this doll, which is like a bit fierce. Now, if anybody who's watching this thinking, what the hell is this about? Because when we did Halloween, one of the chatters, if he wants to identify himself, he sent a pic. Everyone sent in their pictures of them with Halloween costumes, and this person sent in a picture of him in a wolf's mask. And so this started like a jokey thing going on about him being called Wolfie. And here now, the Claire, who does the dolls' houses, she's dressed him up in tartan for she did a Christmas doll's house, and she's done Wolfie up now for Burns night in his tartan trousers. It's just, I just think it's brilliant. The detail in it, the little whiskey decanters, the little dogs, the cat, etc. And this is me. I should have done my hair like that. In fact, you know what I should have done? I should have got my white wig that I've got and put it up like that so it looked like that. And look, you've got the pink boas around my feet and arms and that little tartan dress. I mean, I wish I did look like that. I don't look like that, unfortunately. But yeah, very sweet. That's me. That's Vicki Marie Chats with the glass of Vicki Marie true crime and a glass of wine. I just love the way my feet are just there. Oh, it's so sweet. My neeps and tatties and my haggis. Chumba and Wolfie getting close. This is my new dog, this little pink poodle. Not my real dog, obviously, but Claire made that little dog for me. Oh, look, my little tartan skirt that never arrived from Amazon. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So this is my little parallel universe. So whenever I'm fed up with real life, I can just go into this little life and imagine. I need a Ken, Claire, don't I? I need a Ken. Not Ken, but like a Ken. So yeah, what is this? What is this pack? It does look like marijuana, doesn't it? Oh, I'm probably not supposed to say that. I don't know. Honestly, it's fabulous. And the little bottle opener, all the detail in there. And I'll tell you what, I don't care. You know, I've just got a little YouTube channel, but I love the community that we've got on here, because I tell you what, no matter what big YouTube channels there might be, I bet they haven't got a doll's house. Look at the expression on Chumba's face. It looks like she's looking right into the camera there. Oh, dear. Oh, brilliant. So that's a video I'm going to show. I can show that. I'll show it in a minute. There he is, good old Wolfie. He's got 3 decanters of whiskey and some little sweeties and things there. He's kill on. So clever. And there's me. I think I've got a very determined expression on my face, and that's my little poodle, my little pink poodle, little pink panther. That was one of my favourite cartoons when I was little, actually. Brilliant. Oh. Now, I think this is after the whiskey. So we've got David pouring the whiskey down his neck there. I think everything's getting a bit messy now in the Burns night supper, like it is here a little bit. There's Chumba after she's had too much to drink. Oh, dear. Yeah, everybody's had too much to drink. The whiskey's gone. Oh, Hey, Chumba, that's my glass of wine. Get off. Oh dear, there's me sat with my haggis and my neeps and tatties on my knee. I haven't got a pink bow actually. I must get one so that I can dress up to look like my dog. And I need to perhaps I need to put Riley's white met. Perhaps I need to spray him pink. Oh dear, lovely. I did used to have a poodle years ago, but it was a little black one. Oh, Chumba loves Wolfie, doesn't she? Right, okay. I need to show you the videos. I need to show those in a different way. Oh, it won't let me do it. Anyway, it doesn't matter because you've seen like most of the pictures and that, but it's good, isn't it? Ebo, you can get them online. You know, people. I want one. I want a doll's house now as well. So you get the doll's house online, and then you get all the little figures. You can get little tables and things, and you know all those things. You get them online. It's brilliant. You know, she made the Halloween one as well and the Christmas one. Was oh God, I keep forgetting that's whiskey. Now, what am I going to show you now? I wonder if they'll get me for this. You always have to worry about copyright. So I'd like to show you. I'm going to do it anyway, and if they do me for copyright, they do me for copyright. One of the chatterati sent this brilliant music. So I'm good now. If it just cuts off, it means they've taken me off for copyright or whatever. But just I think it's really good. So we'll watch it. Just got to find it first. That's all. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my God, I can't find it. Oh no. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Right, I've just taken it down to the beginning. Now, as I say, if it just cuts off, it's because of copyright, so I can't really do anything about that. Sorry, I just want to say I really miss live music. You know, I think that sort of with COVID and everything, I love live music. This is brilliant in the streets here. This was at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I watched this guy. He's not the youngest guy, but he's got quite nice muscle. I love this when You get a bit of dad dancing here, don't you? It's brilliant. A bit of dad dancing, you can't beat it. Oh, dear. He's like a bit of a combination of sort of dad dancing, Northern Soul, and Peter Kay. Peter Kay. He's just, I love this guy. Now, Desi was asking for some Scottish dancing. So this is Chumba and David doing the Highland Fling.
We've got a boy here from Rio de Janeiro, so that's and we've had somebody from Melbourne and from Switzerland. Nice to meet you. Whereabouts Switzerland are you from? Whereabouts? Whereabouts in Switzerland? You're Zurich, right? We had somebody from up in the mountains, the Swiss mountains, so it's great to have you guys here. Hope you have a good time. I'm sure you behaved yourself. You're going into hill race.
Yeah, we can all do that, can't we?
We're just persuading him to go. We're going to have our first Swiss competitor in the hill race. You can't get out of it now.
Now we're going to have a look at stripping the willow. I have done this, but I can't remember how to do it. But
hand, her partner right hand, working her way down the line of men and turning her partner in between. The first man then dances up the lady's side, turning them by the left hand, partner by the right.
So this is called Strip the Willow, and this is a popular, well, this is a common dance that you would dance at a Burns night, a proper Burns night.
Here, unlike in Cayley's, the turn is controlled. First man and his partner then go down the set in opposite sides, turning partners as well until they arrive at the bottom, when the new top couple starts. As the dancing couple turn, they take a controlled hand grip for safety as well as elegance, since this dance, now most popular with Cayley dancers, can be boisterous.
Oh, it can be boisterous, so they take a hand for safety, because it can be boisterous.
Leading to injury.
Oh, it can lead to injury.
This is a very old dance, but was given the blessing of Miss Milligan and Mrs. Stewart by being included in their first book of dances, published in 1924. Books of new dances are issued by the Society on a regular basis, to date 48 and counting.
Oh dear. So just seeing Ebo's comment, is that Prince Andrew? Oh my God, so funny, so funny. Get me more whiskey, my God. Yeah, I bet they used to strip the willow quite often on the Epstein Island. Oh dear me, dear me, dear me. Anyway, I think I've more or less come to the end of what I was going to show you for Burns night. Or do you want, let's see, what's another dance that they dance? Let's have a look, see if we can find a bit more. Because it is quite funny. I wonder, actually, while Highland dancing, dance Scottish. There's a lot of Highland Fling ones on here, but let's try it.
I love to dance Scottish because it encourages me to travel and see the world.
Right. Now, somebody was saying about Prince Andrew. I don't know if Prince Andrew is on this Scottish dance, but it's the royal family doing the Eightsome Reel at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Let's have a look at them.
Circle.
Oh, it's Diana. I can't
If you
see
live in
Prince
this
Andrew.
life, which people don't very much, you live very much by tradition and by continuity. I find that's one of the sad things.
I
That
think
people
that
don't
was
take
Prince
on
Andrew.
jobs for life. They try different things all the time. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you'll know exactly what you're going to be doing 2 months hence, or even beginning to know about next year. And I think that this is what the younger members find difficult, is the regimented side of it.
Poor Queenie, that was in the good old days. Yeah, it is, Andrew. That was in the good old days, before everything.
You have to sort of work out in your own
Even the Queen Mum, the Queen Mother's there.
mind the hard work, and then what you enjoy in retrospect from it, of the people you've met. Like the small soldier I was giving a gallantry award to, and I said that was a very brave thing to do. Oh, he said it was just the training. And I have a feeling that in the end, probably, the training is the answer to a great many things. You can do a lot if you're properly trained.
Oh, you can do a lot if you're properly trained. Okay, somebody was asking for the Highland. What? The what? What? Someone was asking for what was it? The Highland? Oh, the Highland Games. Oh, the Gay Gordons. Yeah, that's another one, isn't it? The Gay Gordons. Bye, Gail. I've got to hold up my tongue, but let's have a look for. Sorry, just too much whiskey. Let's have a look for what was it? Tossing the. No, it's a shame I can't see. I'm sure Anyway, tossing the cable. Let's be polite. Oh, here we go. We've got the world champion caber toss. If they do me for copyright on this, I'm going to go absolutely mad. Right, let's have a look. We're going to have a look at a world champion caber toss. Oh dear, who was asking for that? Susan. Oh, they've got their kilts on.
12 o'clock with this massive caber, corporate weight
A
caber,
massive caber.
70 foot 162 pounds.
Oh dear.
Can he duplicate his first toss with another 12 o'clock?
Bloody hell, it is a massive caber as well, my God. Ooh.
Come on, Dan, let's see it. Give a cheer on, folks.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, bobbing over again. 12:15. It's 12:15. Dan McKim showing how it's done. He's the best in the world.
Do people really do this for fun? I mean, my God, you're going to have a heart attack or something.
current world cable tossing champion.
The dogs are going up to the saddle and we'd have to go into it. Looks like a big baguette, doesn't it? It's like that caber. Let's watch it again.
It's on at 12 o'clock with this massive caber, corporate weight caber. 17 foot 2, 162 pounds. Can he duplicate his first toss with another 12 o'clock? Come on, Dan, let's see it. Give a cheer on, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah, bubble over again. 12-15. That's 12-15.
That cannot be good for
Dan
health.
McKim showing how it's
really.
done.
I mean, come on.
He's the best in the world. Current world cable tossing champion.
Let's find another one. Let's see if we can find the one from this year. Oh, can't find one for this year. Anyway, let's see. Can't find one for 2023. Right, let's go to just Highland Games. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is last year. May, of course. I don't know. Yeah, no, sorry. Right, let's share this. This was 2022. It's a little bit like what's all this with throwing rocks and capers about? What is it with the, I don't know, it all looks a bit dangerous to me. Is this what men do now instead of going to war? So instead of, they do these like the tug of war and the tossing the caber. It is like, God, what is it exactly? It's like a macho thing, isn't it? I mean, all countries will have it. This is what they do in Scotland. I'm trying to think what they do in Spain. They don't really do things like this. As far as I know, I'm trying to, think. They like sport. They like cycling. They like football. They like basketball. Trying to think of them. I don't think they do anything like this as far as I know, but maybe they do, and maybe I just don't know. Is this like a unique Scottish thing? Because they're in Australia, they stand there looking at you, open their bonnets and look into their bonnets. I tell you what, I'll tell you something that Spanish young men do, not older men. But what I've noticed is it's a very strange thing in Spain. Like they have lots of friends of, the opposite sex, if you like. So there'll be men will have female friends and women will have male friends. But when they all go out, they go out separately. So all the boys, I call them boys, the 20-odd-year-olds, 18 to sort of 25, when, people are going out to clubs and stuff like that. And the boys will all go out with their mates and the girls will all go out with their mates. And when you're on the beach even or something like that, so you see like a great big load of lads will come along, or girls, but they're normally separated. And then the lads, they show off. So, I mean, it happened to me, my friend and I, we were younger than I am now, but, still a lot older than these boys that were there. And they're like, I don't know, they're very good looking when they're young, very handsome. They look after themselves. They like go to the gym, and they would like showing off in front of us. It was so funny because we were just sat there and they all came along, about 10 lads, young lads about half our age, and they just started showing off, like doing handstands and just doing daft things and teasing each other. And of course, they probably thought, oh, well, they're English. They don't understand what they're saying. I understood everything that they were saying. And then at some point, they asked us to take a photo of them. So they said to us, oh, will you take a photo of us? And they asked us in really bad English, will you take a photo of us? So I replied to them in Spanish and I said, oh, you want us to take a photo? And they just went, oh, my God, you speak Spanish, you speak Spanish. They were like devastated because they knew they'd been saying all sorts of things and thinking that we couldn't understand what they were saying, but we could, well, I could anyway. And it was really funny. So we took a photo of them. And in the meantime, my friend, actually, I could have said to him, she'd taken quite a few photos surreptitiously. But yeah, it's funny what they do. So they sort of show off in that way. But I don't know about this tossing the caber and tug of war and all that. It seems very macho, doesn't it? Yeah, the girls are having a good time. So I'm sure, do the girls toss the caber? I don't know. Maybe they do now. It certainly looks like good fun. It looks very informal. They're all, just having a good time and laughing. And if the girls do toss in the caber, hopefully it's a smaller caber. Why should, I mean, they can't compete against those big men, I don't think. But, maybe they have the girls tossing the caber. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's been fun, hasn't it? It's been fun. Let me just take that off. Yeah, maybe girls didn't toss the caber, but maybe they do now. Maybe they've got a women tossing the caber. Oh dear. Right. Now, I definitely am going to finish off now in a minute. As I say, thank you everyone who joined in with this. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been fun. And we're going to finish off in the traditional Burns supper way. I'm going to, well, I say we're going to finish off. I've got to sing Auld Lang Syne because obviously, well, you can sing it along with me, please, but I can't hear you. But remember to always live and love very well. Oh, let me just tell you what's coming up over the weekend. I sound like a TV channel, don't I? But getting a little bit serious, of course, tomorrow is the 26th of January. And if it, like last year, it was the Friday, wasn't it, when Nikki went missing, Nikki Bully went missing. So I am going to do over this weekend. I've got many videos sort of planned, things that you won't have seen before that I've found as I've been looking. You know, as soon as you start looking, new things come up, you know, that I'm thinking, well, I've not seen it before. You know, you may have seen it before, but I thought I'd seen nearly everything before, but I haven't. You know, there's loads of things coming up. So I will be doing that tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, over this weekend. There'll be at least one video about Nikki. But as far as tonight's concerned, I hope we've had a bit of fun. We needed a bit of fun. January is a bit of a miserable month generally, isn't it? And you know, there's always so many depressing things in the world. So it's nice to let your hair down. Maybe, you know, it's a shame we couldn't do a proper strip the willow or a proper Highland fling or whatever. And I'm really disappointed, Charlie. You said you were going to send me a video of you doing the Highland fling. But anyway, maybe next year. So remember to live and love wisely and carefully. But I am going to sing before I go, Auld Lang Syne. So, should Auld Lang Syne, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and the days of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for the sake of Auld Lang Syne. I wish I was a better singer, but anyway, I'm not. So, until I see you again, may your God always go with you. Robert Burns wrote it. You're right, Charlie. Oh, I don't want to go now. I'll be like, oh, shall we have another whiskey? Shall we have another whiskey? Shall we have another whiskey? Oh my God, I think I'll sleep well tonight. Even though I don't like the whiskey, it is very relaxing. I can see why Peter Folding likes it so much. Anyway, Slangivar. And until I see you again, may your God go with you. Thank you so much. Night, night. Oh, I've got to go. Night, night.